for me, music's always been like a need. I feel the need to communicate, you know, like whatever emotionally is going on, or I mean politically from time to time, it fuels the interest to get on it, get in the studio and put something down, you know, because I guess part of it is, you know how, have you ever had that feeling where you just want to share this feeling, you know, that you have? And for me, because I'm a musician, it's very much in line with the creative process of making that music. Sometimes I listen to a song that someone else made and it inspires me to continue the conversation that the music started. Sometimes I'll listen to someone else's song and get inspired to continue the same conversation. Like maybe they were singing about the pain of infidelity, and it really connects to me, and it reminds me of the suffering that I went through for the same reasons, right? Because I was cheated on or whatever, you know, something like that. And I feel like I'm contributing to the same conversation. But it's a lot more, I mean, it is kind of similar when you know, like when you're in a group of people and there is a conversation, normal talking conversation going on, and you like, oh, I have something that I want to add there, you know, and then you try and hold on to it until it's your turn to say something, and hopefully you have it all ready, and you get to say your piece, and you do it, and you succeed at saying it. Like that whole experience in a conversation, and you know, as long as there's a small enough group, you know, it's fairly quick, and it's fairly like the result is immediate almost. You know, you quickly communicate and you get back the acknowledgement. I get your point. I see what you're adding or contributing, and that is the part where I don't think it's very easy at all to get musical responses like that. You know, sometimes you get lucky. Maybe you're in a specific genre and you have connections, you have social network connections and stuff like that, groups and Discord and whatever forums, where you actually can send your music to people who want to listen and give feedback. And it's interesting because it's not, basically, if you don't communicate in a certain way with your music, you might not actually get a response to the music and to the piece. You might actually just get critiques about what something's wrong with it, something comes out a bit, you know, harsh, or the mix isn't clean and clear, so people can't actually hear all the instruments, all the parts. And that whole process is like like if you were just having a conversation, like someone's just saying to you, mate, whatever you're trying to say, I can't hear it because you're shouting so loud and you're so upset, or you know, or you're whispering, you're almost not talking. So I can't even hear the words, right? So I'm going through that stage now where I'm building tracks. And I'm sending them out, and I'm hoping that I will get a reality check, actually, more than anything. You know, I want someone to tell me what would be in a normal conversation terms your volume is, your attitude is too thick and too intense, so I can't engage, I can't get involved. And that is the place where I'm sort of realizing, I feel like my 10-year-old daughter, where every time she wants to communicate, she overdoes it. So like if she sees me holding something that she's never seen before, she's like, "What is that?" And it's like, my response to that normally is, "Oh geez, like I wish you didn't load it so heavily. I wish you said, 'Daddy, what is that?' You know, instead of, 'What the heck is that?'" It's like it's an overkill, right? It's so loaded that I have to take a deep breath before I can even respond. So I guess what my point is make sure that you're coming into the musical conversation at a place where people aren't going to necessarily have stuff to say about the way you communicated, right? Let the communication come through in a way that it's palatable enough for people to acknowledge, right? Acknowledge that you had something to contribute and they actually do listen to it. That for me is probably one of the biggest lessons. Is just because you might feel creative and free to make anything, right? You might, depending on how you do that, you might find yourself on a very long road of being ignored, really, not because people are intentionally, I think it's safe to say that no, you'll never have that problem. If you think that's what's happening, it's not actually, it's in your mind. Where people are, if you really think people are like, "Oh, people are just giving my music a chance," then it's very likely that within the first 5 seconds of your song, that someone can pick something out that turns people off, or that makes people sort of skip or not find any interest. So you're not speaking the same language to the people that you're trying to speak to. They're like trying to figure out what is this. So make it easy for everyone.